I'm not sure what Moonton's trying to do by nerfing Glowing Wand, especially after they nerfed the life bane effects of all 3 anti-heal items. It's recognized that the first person who builds anti-heal is usually the mage or support. And by nerfing Glowing Wand, which is made specifically for mages and supports, it's kind of a bit weird in my opinion. And then we also have a slight nerf on Wishing Lantern, which I also found to be a bit interesting because Wishing Lantern definitely isn't an early game item, meaning it's conditional, and for it to be really utilized, you'd have to wait until the later stages of the game. Yeah, it's not such a big nerf, but I think it's quite unnecessary for how conditional it is to activate. And then we also have a War Axe nerf, which I don't really disagree with because Sustainers have always been dominating the meta. This item made them a lot harder to kill with its stat distribution. But I do think that this patch of nerfs was quite unnecessary because there are other items which are way stronger that for some reason aren't being touched. We have Dominance Ice, which I think is such a flexible and strong item. For some reason hasn't been nerfed yet. Then we also have Queen's Wings, which is really good for a lot of heroes, namely being Sustainers. And then there are also some individual hero nerfs that I want to talk about. First is Eve and her cast range nerfs. Don't get me wrong, Eve definitely needed a nerf, but the way they decided to nerf her, they went about it in the wrong way. Her having the range advantage over her enemies, I feel like it's more of a quality of life thing for Eve. It allows her to poke from a safe distance and prevents her from getting eaten up by very mobile assassins. And the nerf on her kiting abilities, I don't really get it, because the moment you're out of position, you're gonna get targeted by the enemies. And then we also have a nerf on Lancelot, which I feel like is a slap in the face. After several nerfs, I wonder why Moonton. I wonder why Lancelot continues to be one of the strongest heroes in these current metas. If they really wanted to nerf Lancelot, they would pull a Hayabusa 2.0. Hayabusa's nerf definitely makes him a lot more conditional now. And I feel like if they adjusted Lancelot in which he'd be conditional in certain situations, it would allow for conditional assassins which are equal to Lancelot's power level or even worse than his to have a chance to shine in this meta. I just don't understand why we allow for the same heroes to continue being meta. Moonton, if you really wanted to see a shift in the meta, you wouldn't hand these minimal nerfs to heroes which aren't going to be affected. If we really wanted to nerf Lancelot, we have to amp up the nerf. It can't be subtle stat changes. You're either going to do it or you don't. And then we have Lapu Lapu, which I don't even want to talk about. Like, literally the same things I said about Lancelot applies to Lapu Lapu. If you wanted to nerf Lapu, you wouldn't increase his ultimate cooldown. There has to be some sort of make it or break it factor that would start putting doubts in the users about whether they should continue using Lapu or not. Same applies to Lancelot. Just don't see we're giving these top tier units such baby changes. Like, these are not nerfs. They feel like placebo effects for the meta warriors. For some people, he might seem nerfed, but this nerf doesn't actually do anything to him. And it's only for those people who realize these heroes' true strengths that aren't gonna get affected by these nerfs. We're giving Lancelot and Lapu Lapu a pat on the back, but then we pull a Zushin. Like, I don't know, this is not making any sense. But I definitely would love to hear you guys think. And if there's anything that I missed, please do let me know. I can appreciate the effort, but I don't know why Alpha ulted against an entire enemy team. Alpha, your will is unbreakable.
Enemy invading jungle. Zillion's eyes. I see a new future for us. Enemy battle spell on C. Assyrian's legacy. Behold! Together we are bound, in mind, body, and purpose.
So if you guys couldn't tell, we're in a really bad situation. How we're gonna beat an Angela plus Freya combo is beyond me.
In the ruins of my ancestors,
I'm very surprised that the enemies got the Lord, but they're not pressuring this lane. Aw, Lunox, thank you for the buff, but you didn't have to. What a sweetie. I don't really understand these pointless fights when we have to defend.
I see a new future, guys. When all seemed lost, I found my destiny. Or did it find me? Initiate retreat! Azurian seize all!
I forgot that Novaria's second skill was also her defensive skill. Oopsie.
Behold! Behold! Let the wisdom of the dragons be my guiding hand. Your turret is under attack. We're behind and low. We're behind and low. Reveal their face! Initiate retreat! Azurian's legacy! Azurian seize all! Behold!
I love getting perfect shots.
Request backup! Okay. Ult is ready. Initiate retreat! Careful! The enemy is missing. Okay. Behold! Reveal their face!
The moment I saw all my teammates crammed into a corner, I decided to leave. My entire team were to die, at least I'd be alive to try to defend. If we all died here, they would just push mid.
Azurian's legacy! surges with purpose. Assyrian's legacy! Ult is not ready. Behold! Ult is not ready.
I'm not that sure, guys, but I think Barats wants my cookie. I don't know, though.
Assyrian seize all! Under attack. Initiate retreat.
Oh my god, guys, Frey decided to make the Lord 1 HP just for me to get it. The enemies are such sweethearts. Look at them all giving me every single buff. And now a Lord?
Behold! Ult is not ready. Ult is not ready. Dragon's Wrath! Assyrian's legacy! Reveal their fate! Team destroyed an enemy has been slain! Double kill! Triple kill! Assyrian seize all! Ult is not ready. Behold! Ult is not ready. Ult is not ready. Launch attack! Teams, reveal their fate! Launch attack! Backup!
I'm very surprised that we somehow won this. So much sweat and tears are put into this match.